Hi everyone, Dr. Mark from Adjustment Chiropractic. Dr. Sean Campbell, how you doing?
Oh yeah, good.
Very good. Now this morning I want to just build on the post that we had a couple of days ago with regards to this research that you found on antibiotic exposure and how it actually does increase, well, the risk of depression, anxiety and psychosis. So it's a bit of a correction that we actually have to make. So what I said in the original post was that the number of people in the study were 202,000 odd people, so a huge number of people, but that was actually incorrect.
Yeah, there was 202,000 people who had depression. It was actually over 1 million people in the study total.
Over 1 million people in the study.
Yeah, so that was
That's
including everyone who was the controls, so people without depression or anxiety or psychosis, plus the 200,000 with the depression, and then there was another 40,000 with anxiety as well.
Extraordinary. Yeah. So huge numbers. So over 1 million people in the study is very significant. I suppose we see studies every now and then on a few people and we think, well, how significant is that?
Yeah, single case studies.
Yeah. But this is absolutely extraordinary. So awesome research. Have a look at it if you can. So Dr. Campbell, what would be your take on why antibiotic exposure would affect things or would increase the risk of things like depression, anxiety, etc.? What's your take on that?
It's all to do with the gut bacteria, the gut flora.
Yeah.
So we develop our bacteria in our digestive tract based on our environment. When we eliminate that, we're eliminating the good and the bad. But yeah, then we have to start to rebuild that flora again. It takes time. It can take up to, I think, about 3 months.
Yeah, wow.
To
3
get
months.
that normal flora back. And that bacteria controls so many aspects of our health, and one particular one is our neurotransmitter production, so serotonin in particular.
Yeah.
So you wipe out the bacteria, then all of a sudden the ability for your body to produce those neurotransmitters gets affected, and then that can lead to mood issues and things like depression, anxiety. It just increases.
Wow, extraordinary. So when we talk about the good bacteria in our digestive tract, we've got to sort of think over a bit of a longer term, don't we? So if we're trying to grow it, it's over a 3-month time period. It's like it's like a garden.
Yeah.
That has to grow, doesn't it? It's not like something that goes from day to day. So it's something that needs to be nurtured.
Yeah, and it'll change. You put yourself in a different environment, and then that gut bacteria will start to change to suit the environment you're in. But that's why we see if you're doing things, negative behaviors, eating plenty of sugar, things like this, then you're going to start to develop a certain type of bacteria. If you're eating healthy foods and things with a lot more nutrients in there, a lot more fibers, things like this, then you're going to see different bacteria grow, ones that are actually going to help you thrive a bit more.
Well, that's extraordinary. You know, one of the things I've seen lately a lot is people who have actually travelled overseas and come back, and while they've been overseas, they've actually had, you would call them illnesses, but it's sort of like they've had vomiting, diarrhea, gastro types of problems. I mean, especially Thailand, Bali, Thailand. A lot of people coming back from Thailand. So it's being exposed to different things gives us these reactions. So it's very important that gut health is maintained and looked after. So yeah, and this is the proof of how significant it actually is with regards to our overall health and the state of our mind as well. Any further things to add?
Actually, there's one thing just to do with the types of probiotics people are taking. Again, depending on each individual's exposure, you will find that some work better than others for different people, depending on what you've got, what balance of flora you've got in there. So if you are taking a probiotic that you find isn't helping, or you're finding symptoms aren't resolving, it might be worth trying a different probiotic and see if that
very good.
Has a different effect, because not every probiotic is perfect for every person.
Correct. So many different types, many different kinds for different people, different gut flora, etc. Exactly. Well done. Well said. Thank you very much for your time today.
That's all right.
Well done, everyone out there. Stay healthy. We'll see you soon.
See you later.